Thanks for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Jenny Runovich in for Scott. Well, tonight, Amazon announced they're putting down some big money here in the Hoosier State. $15 billion to be invested in northern Indiana for, you guessed it, data centers. But as our Alex Almanza reports, the exact location is still a mystery.
It's a $15 billion promise with a big question mark attached to it. Where is Amazon putting their new data center campuses? In a press release on Monday, Amazon did not give specifics on where they're going to build, except that it would be in northern Indiana. Governor Mike Braun says this project will create thousands of jobs while, quote, supporting thousands more across the region, further strengthening Indiana's position in energy dominance and economic leadership. St. Joseph County Council President Dan Schetzel confirms to 13 News the project isn't being brought to his county.
Watch what's happened here, learn from it, work with your local officials.
Schetzel represents a district that is already home to one of the world's largest Amazon data centers, and there's more pressure coming. Another developer is now pushing to build even more data center space on top of that. But this year, that new Carlisle project hit a wall. An unfavorable recommendation from the Redevelopment Commission. Schetzel says he expects the county council to reject it too.
We really have to be careful because I think the council as a whole understands we really need to slow down and just digest what we've already approved.
As for Amazon's new $15 billion project, the tech giant says it will pay to build everything required to power it. The new plants, the new transmission lines, all of it. NIPSCO, the utility, plans to add up to 3 gigawatts of new power generation. Amazon is expected to use about 2.4 gigawatts of that. Alex Almanza, 13 News.
Right now, it is unclear if that more than half of a gigawatt power NIPSCO generates will go back into the grid for everyone else to use. Meanwhile, Amazon did not answer Alex's questions as to the timeline of this project. Of course, we'll keep you posted.
What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope all is well with you guys out there on the other side of midnight, heading in to Monday morning. All is well over here. I just decided to go ahead and address this situation right here. We just watched a video right there about, Amazon's giant Indiana AI campus that will devour electricity for 1 million homes and 300 million gallons of water annually. Okay, that is a lot of energy and a lot of water, and I'm sure that the American people will be the ones footing the bill for this. This is not what they're not going to tell you this. See, the problem is this: we have a new industrial boom that's spreading across this country. Massive AI data centers, that's warehouse size complexes, actually, and they are linked to environmental issues that's causing, concerns with people everywhere across this country, including Shelbyville here. Man, I tell you, look, here's with good reason why a lot of people are upset about this, because like I said, these things are popping up everywhere, and I have my suspicions as to why. Okay, remember, we are living in the last days. Okay, and technology is going to be, widespread. Okay, you got these cars, basically, that's going to be controlled. You have people that's going to be controlled via, RFID. Okay, and there's cars that's coming out of the factory the same way. We watch some videos like that, and I think that's why a lot of these AI data centers are being, built just about everywhere. It's too many of them. Okay, but like I say, the thing is that they cause a lot of problems. People are complaining about these loud hums. The water quality, that these things, cause, Flint, Michigan water like type. If you get my meaning, matter of fact, what we're going to do is actually check out a lot of these things and how people are complaining how their properties are being confiscated through the term eminent domain. Okay. And what have you. Well, we're going to check all that out. But before we do, we're going to get with this Shelbyville mayor, okay? that's said to insult and disrespect the citizens of Shelbyville. Okay, he's caught on camera insinuating citizens opposing data centers are poor renters in shitty houses. You see what I'm saying? You see how they think about you. You know what I mean? Never once that certain people would ever think that their own kind of folks that's in power that they put there, like the mayor here himself, will ever think of them in that way. Okay? But nevertheless, he did. He does, in other words. Okay? What I want us to do is check out this video with him. Then we're going to discuss the mayor of Shelbyville. And then we're going to listen to some of the things that some very, very upset citizens in Georgia are saying they're going through behind these data centers. So without further ado, let's check that out.
Tensions growing in Shelbyville tonight after the mayor was caught on camera using insulting comments against his own citizens. Those comments came as the city debates a multi-billion-dollar data center. As CBS 4's Howard Monroe reports, some in Shelbyville say they feel disrespected.
I think it was very detrimental and very inappropriate and disrespectful language to be used.
People in Shelbyville are calling out their own mayor after he was caught on camera saying this.
I've seen a lot of these all over town.
Yes, more than 30.
But I only see them in houses with a lot of them.
You see them in working class houses, and we're all working class.
Most of them are rentals. So.
I think it's just disappointing. I believe that our community is so broad that a mayor saying something like that is disappointing and insensitive.
But to single anybody out and say that they are not worthy to be represented or that they are not worthy to be heard, everybody's worthy to be heard on this.
It's hard to miss the red, black, and white signs opposing the data center. Mayor Scott Ferguson's comments came after this fiery exchange at Monday's council meeting.
Okay, can you guys share how much money you all are getting from the data center?
Who?
Zero.
You.
Us?
Yeah.
Oh, zero.
Oh,
$7 million.
right. I hope you're getting something because people are going to die from this going up in our community.
Now this here is the farmland where they want to build this data center. It's right off of State Route 44. Now people here have been campaigning against this data center for some time now. However, earlier this year, the city council voted to advance the plan. 429 acres of farmland was rezoned for the billion-dollar data center. It will have 11 buildings. Earlier this year, the group Shelby County Citizens Against Data Centers presented to the council thousands of signatures opposing the center, but the proposal was approved. As for his comments, Mayor Scott Ferguson's office said in a statement, the mayor regrets that his choice of words may have caused offense. His comments were intended to reference property maintenance and not the character, value, or importance of any resident, homeowner, or renter in our community. But those in the community say the damage has been done.
We are all working class Americans, and I don't think that we deserve to be put down.
Very disrespectful, very inappropriate for anybody to mention those words.
In Shelbyville, Howard Monroe, CBS 4 News.
Okay, now look, to address the mayor here, he don't give a good damn what the citizens of Shelbyville think about him. He meant just what he said. Of course, you know, they always apologize after they say what they say, but they really don't have any remorse for the things that they say. He, like somebody pointed out there in that town hall meeting, you know, that they will be probably getting like $7 million, you know, for letting the, you know, this place come in and build, you know, this AI data center, you know, sellouts. They don't care. To them, y'all just like so-called black folks right now. You know what I mean? Because their agenda comes before what you want. And at your cost. And that's basically what it all boils down to, you know. People in Georgia, you know what I mean? I think Fayetteville, if I'm not, you know, mistaken, they are crying the blues. Their water is being affected. Property being confiscated. You know, we have a couple here, elderly couple, that want to quit work and want to retire and can't even do that because, well, their utility bills have doubled since this AI data center has been built in their neighborhood. You know, but before we check them out, what I want us to do is check out a couple of young ladies that's, you know, giving an account on their experiences and, you know, basically them getting their properties confiscated through eminent domain.
Hey, my name is Ansley. I wanted to come out here and show you guys firsthand what is happening in Coweta County, Georgia. Here in Coweta County, Georgia, Georgia Power is forcibly taking people's homes, okay? They have no choice in this matter. As you can see behind me, these are the power lines, and this is my childhood home. My childhood home is being taken by Georgia Power. They are going to bulldoze this entire property to the ground. We don't have a choice in this. They are going to be expanding these power lines. Why? For the data centers. All of this is for the data centers. And you may think this might not affect you personally, but what happens when they come for your house next?
Hi, my name is Rachel Mask. Forgive me if this video does not come off as super polished, but I never do this and I don't have any social media. I just made this account to talk to you. I wanted to share what's happening over at my house in Fayette County. This is my porch, and this is my backyard, and this is the site of the new Georgia Power transmission line. They will be taking a third of our 2-acre property to build a 150-foot right-of-way for a 500 kilovolt line. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about it besides this is kind of crazy. It's not very common to use a 500 kV line for a distance of less than 40 miles. It directly connects to the data center in Fayetteville and the substation at the new data center that's going in Tyrone. Yet they continue to tell us that this project is for the public good, and therefore they are able to use eminent domain proceedings to take any property they need for this transmission line.
This is our cold water pressure in the kitchen. This is where I fill up water for storage. Those are the things we have to fill up to flush the toilets.
So you can see the sediment from the data center. Wow, and that's just from the water coming out of your faucet.
Yeah, and this is what's in all the pipes.
Just the well itself is probably $20,000, and that's not counting any of the
all the
faucets.
replacement of the fixtures and faucets and toilets and the lines that come underneath the house. It's overwhelming because you really feel like you are up against this huge wall that you can't penetrate. There's nothing that you can do, and they don't care.
I'm here in Mansfield, Georgia, driving by Meta's new 2 million square foot data center facility. Facilities like this are being used to power things like ChatGPT and other AI tools that are becoming integrated into our daily life.
Data centers going to be a very hot item.
This entire supercomputer is built to power Grok.
We see data centers as the most exciting asset class.
Meta is building a 2 gigawatt plus data center that is so large it would cover a significant part of Manhattan.
But data centers come with big costs, from light and noise pollution to the environmental impacts to the potential rising costs of energy bills. These facilities put extraordinary demand on the power grid and require entirely new infrastructure.
They should be responsible for that, not us.
Search the internet for profits that Meta has made, Amazon, Microsoft. They can afford to pay for their own generation.
We came to Georgia to ask 2 questions. What's the true cost of the AI revolution, and who should be paying for it?
Your house is here, and the data center's right there.
It's less than 400 yards.
Beverly and Jeff Morris bought their home an hour's drive from downtown Atlanta in 2016, but their roots in the community run much deeper.
Being in the country has always just been my peace and my therapy. When we found this place, we decided that this was it. It was perfect.
I was actually raised probably 5 miles from here. Felt like coming home.
The data center that's now the Morris's next door neighbor happens to be owned by Meta, the company you know for Facebook and Instagram, but has also been breaking into artificial intelligence. They started construction on this data center campus in 2018.
definitely changed everything. They destroyed the environment, taking down all the trees across the road.
Beautiful pines, beautiful forest.
The light pollution is...
You don't have to have a night light in the house. You can walk around the house at night and see everything. It's that bright.
This is a video of the dust from Facebook where the construction was.
What it looks like right now.
Out my front door. The wind blowing in all of this stuff from across the construction, across the road.
This is all from Meta.
Yeah, I was standing on my front porch. I think eventually that affected our well water. We're on a well here, and we started having issues with our well in 2018. I have to replace the hot water heater. I've replaced 2 washing machines and a dishwasher because of the sediment that's coming in.
A lot of what...
So you see, we have a lot going on with these AI data centers. You know, it's really messing things up for eventually everybody. Okay, because we will be affected with this thing in some way, shape, or form eventually. You know, however way we are, you know what I mean? Because they're going forward with this. They got to. You know, it's somewhat prophesized that, you know, these things are going to happen. You know, I mean, they need something, you know, to, like I said, control vehicles, control people, you know, what have you. They do. And this is where it all starts, right here. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a damn shame, though, to where it pollutes all of the water like it does, you know what I'm saying? And all the water consumption and the energy that it consumes. And then just to turn right back around and fork it back over to the people, you know what I mean, to actually pay. Talking about, you know, persecution and everything else, man. Gee whiz, this is crazy. You know, so what can we do about this thing right here? Well, I can guarantee you that, you know, lobbying and picketing, you know, and marching ain't gonna do nothing to basically change it at all. I would propose, you know, if you can find some kind of renewable energy source, you know what I mean, for yourselves, or some kind of way, maybe dig a well wherever you are, and hope and pray that they don't come to a neighborhood near you. You see what I'm saying? Basically, you know, that's the only proposal that, you know, I can pretty much come up with, you know. Back in the 2013 Flint, Michigan water crisis, we had a man named Moses, and he built these machines, you know, and what this machine was capable of doing, what it did do, was actually convert air, you know, moisture, you know what I'm saying, into water. And you can just go up there to the machine and take a gallon jug, cut on a faucet, and water will come out until somebody came and basically, you know, desecrated and destroyed the machine. All right. And he had made this machine for the people of Flint, Michigan, to be able to come and get some clean water. Okay. I would love to run across this guy now, you know what I'm saying, to see how can you get a machine like that, you know what I'm saying, how much does it cost? That might be something worth investing in right there. You see what I mean? Like I said, renewable energy, you know, something like solar maybe, you know, I don't know about windmill, because in a lot of places they don't allow, you know, turbines and windmills and stuff like that, especially in the city, you know. Or something like solar. The only thing with solar is that if you go through these commercial companies, you're gonna be paying another mortgage for that. Okay, number one. Number two, you still on the grid to where some kind of way the city is going to take, you're still going to pay them some kind of way. You know, and that's not cool. But if you have somebody that you know and you can go in and buy a system like that and they can hook it up properly, you know what I'm saying? So when the sun shines, it actually, you know, does what it's supposed to do for your home instead of blasting your house, you know what I mean, to smithereens or something. You see my point. But yeah, it's a certified, technician of some sort that can install solar panels and the whole system, to your house might be something you want to look into. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, these people are coming. They are coming. And they don't give a damn about your feelings or anybody else. You see who they are doing this to first. Okay? And that's just what it is. Well, people, that's all I got on this one right here. I want to hear in the comment section what you guys think about this situation right here. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.